how to develop a social media strategy step by step. Step 1, it's all about setting goals. What do you want to get from your social media presence? You want to get more branding? You want to generate some sales? You want some leads? You want some clicks to your website so that way people click on your ads? For me, I want to become a thought leader in the digital marketing space. I want people to become aware of my company, NP Digital's area of expertise, which is digital marketing. And I want to manage my brand's reputation. I want to increase my traffic to my website, and I want to improve my community engagement. You see, these are all examples of stuff that are my goals that I set, and I want to also deliver amazing content through my social channels that help other people out. In other words, you want to figure out what your goals are and set them, because depending on your goals, you're going to have to decide if you want to drive more leads, more conversions, more brand awareness, direct sales, right? You'll be able to figure that out once you know your goals, and that'll help you attain them. Now, here's a key thing when you're goal setting. You want to be smart. And here's what I mean. You need to be specific. Your goals need to be measurable. They need to be obtainable. Don't set up some pie in the sky goals like I want 1 million followers in a day. They need to be relevant. If 100,000 followers doesn't move the needle for your business, then it doesn't really matter. And they need to be time bound. In other words, they need to be specific to a certain time frame. Whether it's a week, a month, a year, that's how you create SMART goals. In other words, you want goals that you can clearly measure whether that you're on track or not, whether those goals are going to help you hit specific business goals or not, so then you can adjust over time. And that's why you want to use SMART goals. The second step is for you to select the social media channels that can help you achieve those goals. Let me give you an example. If I want to use social media to drive more conversions and sales, there are platforms that will be more suitable for that goal. Facebook, for example, is still helpful when it comes to driving conversions. The same isn't always true with Instagram, where you can only share links through stories or your bio, and they don't really give you a ton of clicks. On the other hand, if you want to become a thought leader in my industry like digital marketing, LinkedIn and YouTube is extremely helpful. On YouTube, I can publish long-form, in-depth videos that showcase my expertise and help viewers learn from my expertise. On LinkedIn, I can publish thought-provoking written posts designed to engage people from my industry. So the social media channels that you'll choose are totally dependent on the goals you have. I would recommend that you start off with only 1 or 2 social media channels, because the more that you add right away, it becomes more overwhelming. You're going to spread yourself thin and you're not going to really get the results that you want. Then you can diversify, add more social channels later on, and you can repurpose your content, of course. The third step that you need to take if you're already on social media is to do a social media audit. And that doesn't need to be that complicated. You can focus basically on identifying what's going well and what isn't. Here are a few things that you need to check. How fast or slow is your account growing in terms of followers? If there are any particular days or times in which you have gained or lost more followers than you typically do, and why? What content is generating the most engagement? From likes to comments, comments really help things go viral, to even shares or even saves. Now, what are those content formats? What content types are doing the best? Is it videos, images, carousels, written posts? What types of messages that users love and want to engage with the most? What causes your audience to leave the most comments? Tell me this, you've posted a ton on social already. Leave a comment below and let me know what type of content or what messaging has caused the most comments for you. And when you're doing this, think about what are user demographics that cause those type of people to engage most. What's their age, their gender, their location, their language? These things are important because if you know that their location is, let's say, in India, you wouldn't be posting your messages on Pacific Standard Time, let's say in the middle of the afternoon, because those people in India are probably sleeping then. Knowing exactly where your page is doing will allow you to create a plan so that way you can double down on what's working, and that's important so you don't waste time. The fourth step that you're going to take is to create a profile of the audience that you're targeting. What are the age groups that you're going after? What are the interests that your target audience has? Is there a specific gender that's more relevant to your brand? What are the cultural phenomena that your audience is really interested in? How can you leverage that more? You can use Google Analytics if you have a website to get an idea of what's people are already interested in, or at least your audience is interested in, or you can use your Facebook page insights and Instagram insights to do the same, where your existing audience is, what a valuable source of information that is that most people don't look, because it has data for you that you should be using. Beyond that, you should check out Facebook groups, forums, Quora, Reddit. You can even use tools like Ubersuggest for research to figure out the pain points people have, because in Ubersuggest, there's a keyword ideas report that breaks down common questions that people are asking. The fifth step that you'll do is you'll want to look at competitive research. Now, what I want you to do is create a list of 5 social media accounts that are doing really well in your space. They don't need to be exactly in your same industry, but the closer they are, the better. Worst case, they need to be in a similar niche or related industries. Most importantly, these accounts should be targeting the same audience or similar audiences that you're going after. So let's say you're focused your brand on business owners in the United States who are, let's say, 35 years or older. You'll want to find accounts that cater to the same audience. They may not be about marketing like mine. They could be about just business advice. And here are some of the things that I would want to learn from these accounts. In other words, that you would also want to learn from these accounts. What are they doing to promote their content? How often are they posting? What are the types of content that they're posting, from the content format like videos, images, carousel, shorts, reels, to even the messaging itself? What are the social channels that these brands are leveraging, and how are they using these channels to cross-promote each other so they can get more followers on all the other social networks? So let's say you're analyzing a Princess account. You can identify which keywords that they're ranking for. What are they really doing to make their Pinterest account popular? What are the posts that are gaining engagement versus the ones that aren't? Or on TikTok, is there anything that they've done that they've posted that's gone viral? And what's the topic of that content? Why did that go viral? What are the posts that they posted that didn't do well? Because that's probably the stuff that you want to avoid. Step 6, it's time to create a list of the different content types that work best for each social media channel. Before you can actually start creating your plan and scheduling your content creation, it's important to understand what works best in each channel. After you've done your audit and competitive research, this becomes much easier. Your goal is to list out all the different types of content and which platforms they work best on, so that you can create a schedule that makes sense for each channel. Step 7 is to create a content calendar that encompasses the channels you want to focus on and the content types that work best for each one of them. Now that you already know who's your target audience, what makes them tick, and the type of content that works best for each channel, it's time to start using that knowledge to come up with a schedule. You'll want to use a tool like Hootsuite or Post Planner to organize your efforts to ensure that you're on track to move forward as quick as possible so you get the results you're looking for. Now, if you need help with your social media marketing, check out my ad agency, NP Digital. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I'm here to help you out. Thank you for watching.